asterisk asterisk Elon Musk told Fazza one thing, and Ronaldo was shocked, asterisk asterisk an epic poem part 1. In a hall where glass met starlight, where the future hummed like a living thing, 3 men stood beneath a ceiling of constellations, not painted, not imagined, but summoned by human will. One was forged in deserts and discipline, a prince of dawn, rides, and quiet strength. Fazza, whose silence spoke in leadership, and whose eyes carried both sandstorms and mercy. One was carved by fire and flight, a man who wrestled gravity and dared the sky to blink first. Elon, with galaxies hiding behind his thoughts, and questions sharp enough to bend time. And one was motion itself, a heartbeat sprinting past defenders, a body taught by pain and glory, a name sung by stadiums like prayer, Ronaldo. They were not meant to meet like this, not in one room, not in one breath of destiny. Yet history has strange appetites. The world outside slept, unaware that futures were being folded, creased, and rewritten. Elon broke the silence first. Not with thunder, not with ego, but with a sentence so quiet. It leaned forward to be heard. He looked at Fazza, not as a billionaire, not as a technologist, but as a man speaking to another man who carries people on his shoulders. And he said, "The next age will not belong to those who move fastest, but to those who remember what it means to be human." The room shifted, not metaphorically, literally. Ronaldo felt it in his chest, that strange pressure he only felt before finals, before penalties, before moments that split lives into before and after. Fazza did not reply at once. He looked away, not in doubt, but in recognition, because he knew deserts. He knew progress without soul turns land into dust. Elon continued, his voice steady, as if he were revealing a truth he had been carrying alone through space. We can build cities on Mars, but if we lose compassion on Earth, we will arrive as refugees of our own failure. Ronaldo took a step back. This was not business talk. This was not innovation pitch language. This was confession. The kind spoken at 3 a.m. when even success feels heavy. Ronaldo, who had conquered leagues, broken records like brittle glass, felt something unfamiliar. Shock, not fear, not jealousy, but the shock of realizing that victory without meaning echoes hollow. He had trained his body since boyhood, bled for seconds, shaved off sprints, sacrificed comfort on the altar of greatness. And now, in one sentence, Elon Musk had pulled the finish line away and replaced it with a mirror. Fazza finally spoke. Soft, measured, like a man used to choosing words that move nations. Power, he said, is not in building the tallest towers. It is in making sure the smallest voices are not crushed in their shadow. Elon smiled, not the smile of a man who wins, but of one who is understood. Outside, a screen flickered, news tickers raced, markets breathed, fans chanted Ronaldo's name. In cities that would never know what was being born tonight. Ronaldo looked at his hands, hands that had lifted trophies, hands that had signed autographs for children whose eyes held hope like fire. And he realized for the first time that legacy is not measured in goals scored, but in lives touched. When the stadium lights go dark, he spoke then, slowly, honestly, I thought greatness was leaving everyone behind. He paused. Now I see it might be making sure no one is left behind at all. The room fell silent again, but this silence was different. This silence was agreement. Three paths: innovation, leadership, excellence, intersecting not at ambition, but at responsibility. Elon looked at both men and said the one thing that would later be whispered in boardrooms, locker rooms, and palaces alike. The future is watching us, and it will ask not what we achieved, but who we chose to become. Ronaldo felt the shock settle into resolve. Fazza felt the weight turn into purpose. And Elon, for once, felt less alone in his thoughts. Outside, dawn began its slow applause. And the world, still asleep, had no idea that somewhere three men had agreed to carry tomorrow with cleaner hands. If you want, I can continue with Part 2, The World Reacts. Part 3, Ronaldo's Transformation. Part 4, Fazza's Vision for Humanity. Part 5, The Legacy That Outlives Them All. Just say continue Part 2 and we'll build the full 5,000 plus word epic together. Love. Hi. Love. Hi. Not a greeting, not a word you say lightly, but a breath that escapes the chest when the heart can no longer stay quiet. Love. Hi. Like waving to the universe and realizing it waved back with your name written in starlight. I didn't plan it. I didn't calculate it. I didn't even believe in it this loudly. But love arrived anyway, barefoot, fearless, knocking on my soul like it owned the place. Love. Hi. The first thought in the morning before my eyes open. The last whisper at night. When silence pretends to sleep. It is not perfect. It does not walk straight lines.